Sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna to our King. Sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna, Jesus is our King. Here comes Jesus riding into town. Welcome him, come wave your branches round. This is the start of a totally new story. Jesus our King is bound for glory. Sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna to our King. Sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna, Jesus is our King. Let's tell everyone about our King. He can change our lives, he can do anything. All you have to do is come and join our song. Follow King Jesus as we sing along and sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna to our King. Sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna, Jesus is our King. Sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna to our King. Sing it, Hosanna, sing it, Hosanna, sing Hosanna, Jesus is our King. Sing Hosanna, Jesus is our King. Sing Hosanna, Jesus is our King.
God's story, Palm Sunday. So part of God's story happened on a day we call Palm Sunday, and it begins like this. Remember how God sent his son Jesus to rescue us? Well, not everybody believed that Jesus was really God's son and the rescuer, but the ones who did believe in him did something pretty cool on Palm Sunday. It started just like any other day for Jesus. He was heading into Jerusalem with his disciples, but before they got there, Jesus did something surprising. He stopped and sent 2 of his disciples to go get a young donkey from a nearby village. He even told them exactly where the owner had last tied it up. They weren't sure why he needed the donkey, but they obeyed him. Kids, would you be willing to obey Jesus even if he asked you to do something you didn't understand? Anyway, when the disciples got back with the donkey, they threw their coats on its back like a saddle and Jesus climbed up. Pretty soon, the disciples saw why Jesus needed it. See, crowds of people came to the road and started laying coats and tree branches to make a path for Jesus. When this happened, many people recognized that Jesus was a king. Only kings came into a city like this. So Jesus rode the donkey like he was a one-man parade. And the crowds praised Jesus by yelling things like, "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord," and "Peace in heaven and glory in the highest," because they believed Jesus was the rescuer. But remember how some people didn't believe Jesus was God's son? Well, they told Jesus to make everybody stop yelling. They didn't think Jesus deserved to be treated like a king. You know what Jesus said? He told them, if they keep quiet, the rocks will cry out. Well, the people who didn't believe in Jesus didn't like thinking about people or rocks praising him. And that made Jesus sad. He actually started crying. And not just crying, weeping. Here, the people were standing next to the rescuer they'd been wanting and waiting for their whole lives, and they were missing it. But even though Jesus cried, Palm Sunday isn't a sad story. Easter is all about Jesus' amazing rescue, and Palm Sunday is a reminder of just how special that rescue is, and how much Jesus loves everyone. And that's the story of Palm Sunday. So in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Jesus was traveling. He sent his disciples to get a donkey. People spread coats and branches on the road. They praised Jesus. Some people didn't recognize that he was the king. That made Jesus sad. He had come to rescue them. A few days later, he would show just how much he loves us. And that's a part of God's story.